I'm actually calling about. I have a property under contract. I've been watching so many of your videos. I know you're preaching vacant lots these days, especially like if I'm starting out. I've actually been consuming wholesaling for like 2 years, but I haven't really like committing to it because every single time that I pick up the phone, I'm good with people. I call, I speak. Like my first ever call, like I started like spewing out real estate lingo as if like I'm a pro. I just put on this persona as if like I'm a pro. But long story short, I basically get intimidated from the legal aspect, so that's why sometimes I stop. But fast forward till today, I just signed my vacant lot under contract. But
awesome.
One thing about that, it's on market. It's not off market.
Okay.
I don't know if that's. I know you guys keep saying, oh, off market is more valuable.
Off market. So you know the argument. Off market, you're typically going to get a better deal and have less obstacles, and they're harder to find up front. The on market, it's the opposite. It's much easier up front, but the back end's a lot more lifting work because people can see, you know, what it was listed for and stuff like that. So listen, if you want to do the on market thing, I just tell you up front, it's just more of a challenge. Doesn't mean you can't do it. You can do anything. Like I've taken full on retail MLS stuff and made money, but the only way I do that, so you guys understand, is I already have a buyer and I know exactly what they want. And you're like, well, you're kind of playing a realtor. I'm like, I'm not paying a realtor because they look at the property once and then I get my fee. And like, so I don't go through any of the drama. But if I have a database of people that I know exactly what they want, and when I see a property pop up, I go, you know what? I know that guy would go crazy for this. And then I can usually get a little bit of a discount, work my way into it. And that's it. It happens all the time, guys. Some people are like, oh, you're so anti on market. I'm just telling you, I'll make a heck of a lot more on an off market because it's all private data. It's harder up front. It's easier on the back end. And when you do on market, it's easier up front and it's harder on the back end. So if you're okay with that and you know what you're getting into, then knock it out of the park. I don't care.
Yeah, that's the thing, but I'm not sure if it's like, I feel like I have a ticking time bomb on my hands, you know. I don't know if it's gonna sell. It was listed for 125 and I got it down to 87. But I'm seeing your videos and you're like, oh, you should get it 10 cents on the dollar. So I'm like, what am I gonna do with this now?
I think that's taken out of context to a point. There's very few things you get 10 cents per dollar, but here's where you might have a little bit of a challenge. A lot of you guys think you're getting discounts. So I'm talking about an on-market deal, and this is the challenge. Somebody lists a property for 125,000 and you go, and then you get them down to like 87, whatever you said the number, you go, oh my God, I got an awesome deal. You have no idea what kind of deal you have because you got to see what the market's going to
I wanted to follow up with something.
So that's the challenge, is so many of you guys focus on the offer price and what you get discounted. What if they just had like crazy retail number on there? And that's what you have to understand. You really, on markets, you really got to figure out valuations very sharply because what they list it for and what you get it for, and if you count that as your discount, you're misleading yourself and you're not being honest. And I think that's a little bit of your struggle. So you already have it under contract. How long's your inspection period?
30 days.
So you better get to work and just see what the market's going to dictate for you. That's all you can do.
There's a lot right next to it, like right next to it. It's even smaller than it. That sold for 1.5.
How much?
115.
Okay, then just get to work on your cash buyers list, and that's it. I'm just telling you, I want you to understand what people list stuff for and what you get a contract on market. Just because you get like a 20-25% discount off the bat doesn't mean the market's like you have a discounted market price. And if you understand that, that's where most people screw up on all market stuff. Well, the realtor listed it for $499. I'm getting it for $440. I'm like, what's the market value? I don't like, you have to look at market values over what people list stuff for, and especially on anything on like a FSBO, because a lot of FSBO people like, they put a ridiculous price. Like this is my, I'll sell it for any price. If I get this price, I'll sell it. And I don't deal with sellers like that at all. So get out there. And how long have you had it under contract for?
I just signed it yesterday. Yesterday, yeah.
All right, dude. So I mean, I give you an air horn or stuff like that, but like I don't do that stuff. Like you got to just go finish and do the work, and then I want you to call back in and let me know the outcome of it. But just, you're right, you're in the right footsteps. Just keep going forward and find out sooner than later in case you have to get some sort of discount or something like that. So just go crazy. You said earlier, like some of the legal terminology scared you in wholesaling. What are you talking about?
Like I was intimidated by signing a contract. That alone intimidated the hell out of me. Like I'm 19, I'm an immigrant, you know. I was 19. I took the phone when I was 19. I spoke to some realtors, especially the realtors. Like they're really experienced. They drop all this jargon and I don't understand any of it. So I was really intimidated. I stopped, and then when I saw the contract, I was even more intimidated. I was like, no way I'm signing. And I didn't do anything, you know. I actually bought a course for $1,000.
What kind of course was that?
I would love to give you access to it. It was a wholesaling course if you want to look at it. And I know you guys are big on like evaluating gurus and
So is it a wholesaling course or a like on more?
Yeah, wholesaling.
I'm not like I already. Well, you give me your opinion. Don't give me the name of it. But was it worth the grand? Did it help you?
It helped me, but this guy's like he runs Section 8, which I really like. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I unfortunately I do own some Section 8s, but it's like I pretty much stopped them because we have problems in our county with funding on them now. They're actually all you can't even get them anymore unless you're qualified. So it's listen, not everyone's course is bad out there. I'm here to tell you, but like for the most part, you guys have to go out there and do the work. Am I right? Like it doesn't matter who you hire. At some point, you got to make the phone calls, send the letters, make all the follow-ups. And if you understand that, like there is no shortcut to that. And most of the guru information it has a purpose. It's to take money out of your pocket and put it in theirs. Why do they have a 95% failure ratio? It's ridiculous. So the way we do it, we just reverse engineer it. So if I only have 5 or 10% of the people want to hit it out of the park here, then I feel like I'm doing the right thing because I'm not. Guys, I know if me and Zach launched a course, it would probably be the biggest wholesaling course out there. You ever wonder like, are they punking me or like what's their? So you know what every guru asks me off the record? You know what their biggest question is to me? Because I'm friends with most of them. I grew up with them doing wholesaling. What's your end game? I go, I don't know what you're talking about. They go, well, you got to stop this at some point. I go, we ain't stopping, dude. Like we're just going to keep doing it. So we have such a massive presence in the wholesaling space that most people just want to work with us organically. I don't run one ad, not one ad. I don't fill any of your feeds up with crap because I don't need to. Like listen, people can do whatever they want. My long game really is to show you I'm in this business for the long run. And by me giving you guys free information, I'm building your trust up naturally, how people build their trust up. And I help you out when you're in a pinch. And then when I offer something like, hey, you want to partner with me? I'm never taking your money. We just make money together. And then, yes, I have affiliate links on products I've used for years in my business. And if you guys get help with you, I give you training. It doesn't really cost you any money because I'm here to tell you guys to run what me and Zach do. It does cost a lot of money to do this. Like you guys don't understand behind the scenes. I got a bill today that I almost like fell out of my chair on. It costs money to do what we do. I make plenty of money wholesaling. Like I don't care. I love what I do. So I've been playing this game 3 years plus. I was told I wouldn't make it 6 months. I wouldn't make it 3 months. And now I got everybody trying to figure out what we do. Here's what we do, just for every guru watching. We just tell you how to do wholesaling, cut through the crap, and show you how to get your first deal and get you your first 100 grand. Why don't you do the same? That's it. That's my public announcement. So it's I love what you're doing. Just keep going. And honestly, the sooner you're in the uncomfortable phase, stay there and keep going there because uncomfortable become comfortable and you'll have to keep pushing it up.
I just have 2 mini questions.
Let's go.
On sellmypaper.com, do you guys do on market?
Honestly, no.
Right.
It just creates. I don't need realtors calling and yelling at me. So if you've done business with me before and you have like a special deal, I'll hear it out. But like just so I can be clear on it, it most likely is not going to work unless you have some sort of intimate knowledge, like you're in that neighborhood or something like that, and the realtor just flat out priced it wrong. I'm just being brutally honest with you because I don't want to waste your time.
And then I'm in Canada right now. Like I'm not even like my market is in North Carolina. And like, how does that affect anything? Like when they see my phone and it's a Canadian number, they're like, who even is this? Like, why are you even calling?
Well, listen, I'm not gonna like tell you. So, do you reside in Canada?
Yeah.
Are you a citizen of Canada?
No, I'm an international student.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once again, you need to connect with your local title company to understand how funds would be distributed, just to make sure you're covered, because they got all sorts of crazy rules in the United States. Number 2, you can get a virtual number from anywhere, and you can use the combo of a VPN. That basically just that can disguise like where you're calling from or like what type of email or anything from your computer, and it's easy, dude. Like just you got to get rid of your international number because it is going to screw you up.
It's because I want to get the probate list, the water shutoffs and everything else, but like I'm not sure if I'm allowed to because I'm not a U.S. citizen, right?
That's an internal rule in your head. Nobody knows where you're calling from when you go to get those lists. So obviously they're easier to get in person, but here's what I would do. I would get a virtual number in the United States, so it looks like you're calling from the United States. And if North Carolina is your market, pick the area code where you do your marketing, and you'll get less resistance. It's cheap, dude. It's like $10-20 to get that number per month.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Definitely. But do it because honestly, if you call me from a Canada number, I'm like, oh crap, here it comes. Like, I get weird international calls all the time. I don't touch them because I do know people internationally, but like it's I don't know, it's so easy to call people. Like area codes aren't as big of a thing as they are anymore, but like international, email, yeah, I would probably avoid your phone call. So I think that's going to help you out. So try Vumber. I think they got one for $10. Very, very simple. And you can use an app on your phone. CallRail's a little bit more sophisticated. There's CallFire. Honestly, if you just need like one number, keep it under $20. You don't need all that other crap with it.
Okay.
And by the way, you can also check out Google Voice. I know it's more challenging now, but I kept some of my old Google Voice phone numbers and they work very well. And that's free.
Perfect. And are you guys live tomorrow? Like I'm trying to be on.
Saturday's the only day we take off.
Okay. I'm trying to I'm gonna drive you guys crazy, you and Zach, okay? On your lives.
Well, listen, you drive me crazy, but ask questions of quality, and I'm much more excited to do the conversation. I'm not here to like babysit people because listen, I'm doing this for free and you guys are donating your time. So there has to be a trade of value here. So what we like to do is help out with people with information. When people get on here, it's like, I don't even know what I'm going to ask you. Like, I appreciate it, but like, but the worst thing you do is call on here and bitch. Like, I know I'm not supposed to say that. Yeah. Sorry, but
no worries.
I can't, like, if you have a victim mentality, the last person you ever want to do is talk to me. And I promise you don't want to talk to my son because we just take extreme ownership for everything. Like it's just, and the minute you do that in wholesaling, your life will change. I'm in a saturated market. Oh my God, the prices are too high. Oh my God, I got no money for marketing. It's like, dude, I have people on these streams all the time. I don't have a dime to their name, cashing checks left and right. So you either can come up with an excuse or you can make an action. If you want to get results and get action and like work on a problem, this is my favorite place to do it. My favorite thing is when people call me with a deal and I can help walk through them. And either sometimes I talk them out of the deal too, because it just doesn't work. Everybody learns, including myself. So as long as you call with productive stuff, I will always take your call.
Can I send you my deal behind the scenes?
Yeah. So which one are you talking about?
The lot that I have under contract.
Yeah. Send it to support at Flip with Rick, and then put lot deal in all caps. Perfect. And so and I'll look at it before the other day. Like, don't kill me on it because I know my
take your time.
My employee's gonna be like, is it on market? They're gonna disqualify. So if you sit it to sell my paper, it'll automatically get most likely rejected. So send it there and I'll take a look at it.
So just the address, right?
What's that?
Or the address, what do you want?
Support at flipwithrick.com.
Yeah, just the address, I'm saying?
Just put any information in there with it. Just put in there lot deal in all caps and I'll know who it is. And just put your contact information on the bottom and I'll communicate with you. I'll see what I can do.
All right. Thank you so much.